Welcome, my name is Mohammed Bon, and today I'm going to tell you how can we install Ruby and Ruby on Rails on Windows. If you remember, we had a website called Ruby installer for Windows. Actually, it is here. If you Google it, and it prepares installation package for the latest version of Ruby plus DevKit, and Windows developers can use this package. But nowadays it seems that Ruby community is not too much taking care of Windows developers. So after installing this package, you will face with many and different problems, especially with gems. And I couldn't survive. Honestly, I couldn't survive, and I couldn't install a clear and useful Ruby on Rails for my Windows. So I found that there is only one way for us to use the Linux and Ruby for Linux. Don't get panic. Thanks to Microsoft, nowadays we can easily use Linux inside the Windows, so no need to change your operating system and just use PowerShell. Windows PowerShell, run it as administrator. Okay. Oh, font is too small. I think now you can see it. Windows subsystem for Linux. WSL is the command to play with Linux inside Windows. And good news is this Linux is internally connected to Windows. So you can get benefit of both of the operating systems inside one computer, and you can enjoy it. First of all, let's update dash dash update, or if you don't install it, if it shows if it showed you any command that WSL is not installed or whatever, just use WSL dash dash install or dash dash update. Wait for a while, it will install WSL and it will update it for you. It will not take too much time depending on your internet speed. So it is done. Get ready. WSL, it is pretty easy. Dash dash install, dash D means distribution, and you can choose between distributions. I always prefer to use Ubuntu. Press enter. It might take time, but it seems that it's going fast. Okay, until then, I will show you another useful tool in Microsoft Store. Microsoft Store, yes. Uh, Instead PowerShell and command prompt, I prefer to use Windows Terminal. It's a very nice application. Oh, I have it before because I had already installed it on my Windows. So Windows Terminal, and if you install this application on your Windows, you can have all of the terminals like PowerShell, like command prompt, and even this new Linux called Ubuntu inside your Windows. And the most benefit of this is managing all of the prompt windows inside one Windows. You can use tabs. Let me see. Okay, WSL is installed, but just terminal. Yes, it is installed. You see, this is it. It is pretty easy, and you can always, like Google Chrome or whatever, you can have tabs, and we will use it. Okay, enter new Unix username. Let me type my name, Muhammad, or whatever you want, even Mo, who cares. New password, a simple one, I will type it. Okay, as you see, the title of page, the title of Windows. Okay, it is done. Piece of cake. So I have a Linux inside my Windows, and it is Ubuntu version 22043 LTS. Okay, now it is time to install Ruby. Actually, there is a website called DigitalOcean. It prepared a structure. Yes, that's it. And you can step by step install Ruby and Ruby on Rails actually inside your Linux, your Ubuntu. So let's copy and paste the commands. Sudo means run as administrator in Linux. apt update, password. If I see it took too much time, I will pause the video. Otherwise, we can just see it. You know, this apt is a package manager for Ubuntu. So it is just updating the package manager of Linux and the packages. We might see some errors, but we don't care. It seems that it takes time, so I will pause the video for a while and get back to you. Okay, it is done. Now, next step is sudo apt install whatever. Yes, actually, I also do not know these commands correctly, but this is happy path. Done. Let's go. The next step is this one. Okay. Done. What is the next step is this one. You know, the reason that I'm highlighting these commands is not to forget which one I already copied and pasted, like now. Paste. This one, it seems that it is preparing a bash file. Okay, source. Okay, okay, now you might, after this one, you should see something like this one. Exactly. Now, installing Ruby. Now you should choose the version. It depends. Maybe when you watch this video, the version of Ruby is changed, but whatever. I will choose the latest one, 3.3.0. So the next command is rbenv install 3.3.0. Remember the version. As you see in this website, it is suggesting 2.7.6, but ours is 3.3.0. Now this package, PSYCH, don't remember. Don't forget this word. It is one of the problematic packages, gems in Windows installation. This one. It seems that this one is also taking time. Okay. Uh, Let me tell you something else as well. As I told you before, this operating system, this Linux, is internally connected with your Windows. So you can have shared folders and you can find them. Oh, let me show you the terminal. Terminal, exactly. You see here, it is installing the Ruby version 3.3.0, but now easily here. No, it's not getting zoom. There's an Ubuntu. Pretty cool. Okay, so this one is getting closed, and I can minimize this one as well. Here, this is my desktop. This is my Windows desktop, and I can access to it through this one. Let's see. cd slash. This is root of Linux. Then cdmnt ls. As you see, you have c d wsl wslg, and I need this c. cdc cd users cd mbon, my name, cd, guess what, desktop. Okay, now I am in my desktop in both of the operating systems. For example, I can run mkdir hello. See, it appears. Pretty cool. Okay. Hey, is it still busy? Maybe not. No, it's still busy. I will exit. and I will pause the video until this process gets done. Okay, it installed, and it mentioned that we should run this command rbenv global done. Let's check ruby dash dash version. Okay, it is installed. Bingo. So let's continue. We still have these steps. Now we are going to install Rails actually. Yes, this command is bypassing all of the documentations. It's not going to use. It's not going to use in installations, because we all have access to internet and much better UI in browsers. Gem install bundler. Okay. Suggested to update the gem as well. Gem update dash dash system. It also might take time, but who cares? Done. You see, this is the home. So, installing Rails. Okay, it's suggested to install Rails with a specific version, mentioning this specific version, but I prefer not to. Don't forget this one. Just type gem install Rails. Gem install Rails. Don't mention the version, because in that case you will have version 6.1 something. But here now we can have the latest version. Okay, let's check. Rails dash v. Done. Finished. Let's create an application inside my desktop. Okay, cd slash cdmmt slash c slash users slash m1 slash disk. Oh, something is not right. cdc. Okay, cd users, cd m1, cd desktop. That's it. Rails new mb test. Okay, seems working, and the folder appeared. You see, after creating the application, creating the project, you can easily edit this folder, and you can easily develop your web application or whatever you want, and it will be easy to access. in Windows and also in Linux. There are two things to tell you. First of all, as you remember, we could easily run uh, the server, Rails server, and see the result in our browser. But here, as we see, there is no browser inside this Linux. So what can we do? First, we should wait until the project is uh, getting created. I remember in Windows also, this part we used to see many errors. Okay, let's go to the folder cd, what is it, mb test rails s. Okay, the server is running, but how can we access? It says this is the address. Let's see the address. That one 3000. You can see it is running and our application is working. Bingo. I'm super happy that you have watched this video, but one thing, yes, let me stop. Uh, there is another thing. Most of us are not using the SQLite as the database. So, for example, now I need to install the gem of MySQL 2 to use MySQL as the database. In the next video, I will tell you how to install MySQL inside this Linux. Have fun and enjoy your time.